For show number 5, let me talk about dealing with women with kids. That's a hot topic I always wanted to talk about. Me personally, I don't really date women with kids, but I'm going to give you a 5-rule guide to dating women with kids. Number 1, if you date a woman with kids, you need to know where the kids came from, how the kids came about. Was she married? Was she in a relationship? Or was she just messing around with different dudes? That's number 1. Number 2, if she was married and she did have some kids, that's not that bad. You know, she didn't have those kids out of wedlock. I mean, she probably getting some child support and some help from the husband, the baby daddy, whatever you want to call him. Probably getting some child support and some alimony. So that could work in your favor if you decide to mess with a woman with kids. You know, some of that child support and alimony can come to you. If you taking care of her and those kids, you know, you can get broken off with some of them checks. Number 3, if a woman had some kids and she wasn't married, then that's a sign, that's a red flag. That's a thing that you really don't need to be fucking with. Because some of these women just like laying up fucking God knows who, having kids with God knows who, with no game, nothing to bring to the table. I know a lot of women that got multiple kids by different dudes. Those are the type of women you don't need to be fucking with if you're single. If you're single with no kids, if you don't have any kids, you do not need to be fucking with a woman who has kids already. It's a lot of problems. You want to be playing stepdaddy. That's rule number 3. Number 4, if you are going to deal with a woman who has kids and out of wedlock, you need to lay some ground rules down with the kids. Because, you know, stepdaddies and stepmamas and stuff like that with kids, they really don't get along all the time. It's always problems. It's always problems. So you need to lay some ground rules down. Everybody needs to be on the same page. If you're going to mess with a woman and be in a relationship with a woman who has kids, and those kids are going to be your stepkids. Number 5, if you have kids, if a man has kids and he wants to date a woman with kids, y'all can get together on some Brady Bunch type of shit. You know, but y'all got to lay some ground rules down because, you know, kids don't like to listen to people that are not their parents. That's how it goes. You know, you're going to have a lot of fights, a lot of problems, and they're going to put a strain on the relationship. If you can avoid dating people with kids, please don't do it. If you're single with no kids. If you don't have no kids, don't date anybody with kids because you're going to have a lot of problems. But if you're ready for those problems, if you want to be a stepfather, stepmother, whatever the fuck, just know that you're going to have a lot of fucking problems. Is it worth it being in a relationship with that person? Because me personally, I really don't think it's worth it. You know, there's some guys out there that like taking care of the people's kids. Hey, that's to each his own. I'm not gonna knock that. You know, that's just my opinion. I'm not gonna make that a bad thing, but it kind of is. You really want to be responsible for taking care of other people's kids? I don't want to be. Because they changed the laws. You can be put on child support for a kid that's not even yours. Do you want to go through that? Now, if you marry a woman with some kids and you start taking care of those kids and then y'all end up getting divorced, you can be made, you know, the government can and the state can make you pay child support for that kid that's not even yours, biologically. Then on top of that, you're going to have to pay alimony. Or if you gave that kid your last name, you're going to be responsible for this kid that you didn't biologically have. Do you really want to go through stuff like that? I don't think so. That's my 5 rules on dating women with kids. But in my personal opinion, just my personal opinion, I don't date women with kids. If a woman tells me she has kids, I'm good. I'm not trying to get into a relationship with a woman who already has a ready-made family already. That's just not my cup of tea. See, I like being single. I like not having no drama, no problems, no nothing. I'm a grown-ass man, 35 years old, never been married, never had too many girlfriends. I had a lot of fuck buddies, though. But I'm not the relationship type of person. I don't like being in a committed relationship. I like to fuck around. I like to be single. I like to go home by myself. I love to have no drama. I'm not a fairy tale type of dude. I'm not a hopeless romantic type. I love being by myself. There's nothing better in the world than being single, in my opinion. That's just my personal opinion. But if a woman tells me she has kids, I'm not even interested. Now, we can have some fun. You know, I can come over there. You come over where I live. We can fuck. But that's about it. I'm not finna be in a relationship with you, baby. I can't do it. Can't do it. I'm not the stepdaddy type. I don't take care of other people's kids. And some women, they're not asking for a dude to take care of their kids. Some dudes volunteer. I'm not just gonna put that all on a woman. Some women don't ask the man to take care of their kids if they be in a relationship with them. They do it on their own. The man decides to do that on his own, which is kind of simpish. It is. It's some simp behavior. You want to take care of other people's kids? That's kind of simpish. That's not being an alpha male. That's being a beta male. Alpha males are not taking care of other people's kids. Alpha male wouldn't put himself in that situation to take care of other people's kids if you don't have any kids. Now, it's kind of different if you already have some kids. Now, if you already have some kids, you're used to dealing with your kids, and you want to take care of somebody else's kids, go ahead and knock yourself out. Knock yourself right on out. That's your decision. That's your choice. There's nobody judging you about that. But if this shit hits the fucking fan like it normally does, you're going to wish that you never did that. And I guarantee you, you will have a lot of regret dealing with women who have kids already. One kid, it could be all right. 2 kids, that's pushing it. 3 kids, fuck no. 4 kids, no. 5 kids, hell no. You can deal with a woman who has 1 kid, but she has a lot of shit to do. You know, she's not on call if you want to fuck. If you want a booty call, you have to wait till she puts the kids to sleep. Got to give the kids a bath. Got to lay the kids down. No, that's too much. You want to deal with a woman who has no kids. And that you can text or call and be like, hey, I'm looking to fuck tonight. Can you meet me here? Or can I come to your place? And she going to be like, yeah. Now, if you mess with a woman with some kids, like, oh, I got to put my kids to sleep. I got to do this. I got to do that. That's a mood killer. That kills the whole fucking mood. So, that's my advice on dating with women with kids. And you can, I just choose wisely out here. You know, it can have your loss of words a little bit, but just choose wisely out here when you're dealing with these women with kids. Because just remember, that kid can be your responsibility. If you decide to take that kid under your wing, if you decide to give that kid your last name because his daddy's not around, that shit can backfire on you. And you don't want to be doing that. You know, some guys got a lot of compassion for single mothers. The baby daddy and ran away, don't want to take care of the kid, which is fucked up. That's really fucked up. But that's not your problem. That's her problem for not learning how to choose the correct fucking man. That is not your responsibility to take care of somebody else's fucking kids. That is not your responsibility. Because I know I wouldn't be caught dead fucking with a woman who already has kids already when I don't have any myself. Why would I want to put myself in that predicament? Why would I want to put myself in that situation? It's playing chess, not checkers. You gotta be one move ahead. That's not practical. messing with women who have a bunch of fucking kids. Not that you just want to fuck, but if you do fuck, you gotta wrap up. You gotta have a condom on, because you fuck this woman raw without no rubber. You gonna get her pregnant. You're gonna be her second or third, fourth baby daddy, and you don't want that. There's a lot of women out here that got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 different baby daddies. That's not the type of woman you need to be dealing with. That's not practical. That's not smart. Now, I can come across a woman that's real fucking sexy, and tells me she has some kids. I am good. I'm just going to have to leave that pussy on the table. I'm just going to have to leave it on the table. You got to have some standards out here in this world. You got to have some principles you have to fucking follow. You got to have some game rules to fucking follow. The rules separate us from the fucking animals. You need to have your rules set. You need to have your goals and your rules set. This is what you will do. This is what you will put up with. And you need to have something that you don't put up with. Because these rules will keep you from getting into any kind of financial trouble or any type of domestic violence trouble with these women. You don't want to be laying up fucking with a woman who already has 2 different baby daddies and you her third or her fourth or her 5th baby daddy. That's just not practical. Some guys out here just don't give a fuck. You need to give a fuck, man. Don't ruin your life behind a woman. Because if you fuck with the wrong woman, she can fuck your life up and your finances up. You paying child support. You paying alimony. Child support is no joke. They take that money out your check before you even see your fucking check. It has child support written on your fucking check. I have seen guys' checks with child support taken out of their check before they even open it. They don't even see that money. Money's already gone. Learn how to choose correctly when you're dealing with these women, because these women can fuck your life up. These women can turn your ass into an alcoholic or a fucking drug abuser or a fucking weed head, because you don't know how to choose correctly. You got to work 3 or 4 or 5 different jobs just to make ends meet, because you laying up fucking the wrong type of women. I am the fucking Messiah. I'm here to tell you how to maintain shit, how to put shit together and make it stick, to have rules, guidelines, and regulations when you're dealing with these women. Because I do not mess with women with kids. I don't mess with women who drink. I don't mess with women who smoke. I don't mess with women who fucking do drugs. And there's some sexy ass women out there who do all that shit too. But you got to leave that shit on the table. You can't be no big time player fucking with a weed head or alcoholic ass woman, or a woman with a bunch of fucking kids. That's not nothing play about that. Now, unless you just try and get your numbers up fucking wise. Now, if you're just trying to get your numbers up just to say how many women you slept with, then by all means do that. But be careful. You want to tell your boys, oh, I fucked about 100 women in the past couple years, or I fucked about 400 women. You can tell your grandkids that, oh, man, your granddaddy used to be a player. I fucked all kinds of women in my lifetime. Now, you can have a little story to tell your grandkids or your kids, your sons, that you was a player, you had sex with all these women. It's just, for bragging purposes. That's basically all it is, for bragging rights. You tell your homeboys, man, I'll fuck this bitch, I'll fuck that bitch, I'll fuck that bitch. That sound good. It do. That's a rite of passage with a man. See how many women you can fucking sleep with. That's just a rite of passage for a real player, a real boss player, a real alpha male, a real fucking man. A real fucking man is not a simp. A real fucking man doesn't take care of other people's kids. That's simp behavior. That's beta male behavior. You don't take care of other people's kids. You damn sure don't need to be fucking with women who have a bunch of kids, got 3 or 4 different baby daddies. That's not the type of woman you need to be fucking with. You need to be smart about choosing the right woman. But I'm done. This is show number 5. Dealing with women with kids. I holla.